Hey everybody, it's Dustin again with the Webex Room Devices team, and on this episode of the Webex Edge, we're going to show you how you can pair to a device manually. And the reason we want to bring this up is in case for some reason the automatic pairing from Proximity, which we've covered in other episodes, if it just doesn't work, there's maybe some signal interference, or there could be some issues with the laptop not being able to have the right audio drivers, something, taking it. There's a couple of situations where the automatic proximity pairing process does not work. So we just want to show you how you can manually pair to a device and still be able to accomplish the same things. So let's get started. So I've got my laptop pulled up here, and you'll see that we're still logged into our demo account. And I've got my board behind me here, the Webex Edge board. And in other videos, you'll notice that typically when you look at your app, you would see that we're already paired and connected to a device, and that usually happens automatically. But what happens if I walk into a room and that doesn't happen? So what we're going to do here is I'm just going to click on Connect to a Device. And there's two things that's going to happen here. So I have the ability to do a search for a device if I want to, but I also have the ability, as you see here, it's going to give me a list of devices as suggestions. Now what happens here is inside your Webex org, your administrator has the ability to turn on something called Wi-Fi proximity. And quite simply put, all that's going to do is if I'm connected to an access point that is familiar to the Webex org, the system, it can kind of begin to triangulate or give an estimation as to what devices are near you based off data that it can collect. So in this particular instance, it knows that while on this access point, I have at one point in time been connected to these three devices. So it's going to go ahead and suggest to me, hey, because of where you're at, this may be a device that you want to use. So quick, easy way for me to know that I want to connect to the Webex Edge board, which I have listed on top of my device. This would be on any room system as well on the Touch 10. So make it a little bit easier, but I could also do a search for device, and it would start to search for devices in my organization. So since we have this popped up here, I'm going to go ahead and select the Webex Edge board. Now, the first thing you're going to see here is that there's a pop-up that says enter code seen on the device. Now, this is a security feature that we have where it will prevent someone from just being able to connect to that device randomly. It requires you to kind of be in that room and to be able to see the code that is listed up on that device for pairing. Very similar to things like connecting to an Apple TV, for example. So I'm going to change my camera view here real quick, and let me zoom in here to the board. So you'll see here that we've got the Webex Edge board, and there's this code up here on the upper right-hand screen that's the 4-digit code for the pairing. Now, I'm going to go back to the screen here, and you'll see I'm going to enter that code in, 8067, and select OK. And now you'll see that I'm actually connected to the board and I'm paired to the board. So all I have to do now is, just like being paired via proximity, I still have all the same features, capabilities, and functions that I did have, including being able to control the device, but I can also share on the device, and we're going to do that here as for a demo. Same capabilities, have the ability to optimize for motion and video. I can share computer audio as we went through before, and I'm just going to simply share my PowerPoint app here. So you'll see here that it's connecting, and then what I'm going to do is go to my camera view here, and you'll see that on my board I'm actually connected and I am sharing my PowerPoint presentation. So hopefully you can see that as easy as that, we can actually manually pair and share and have the same capabilities when proximity isn't quite working for us. So I hope this helps you. Please subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, please list below, and stay tuned because we've got a lot more videos coming. Thanks.